In Pretoria, and our reporter Sipho Stuurma joins us live from Pretoria. Sipho, a very good afternoon to you. Do tell us about this weather summit.
Good afternoon to you.
Well, good afternoon to you. We are in Pretoria, where scientists from across the country have gathered here. Scientists from the South African Weather Services and other organizations have gathered here, of course, to discuss the current weather trends. And the buzzword here is El Nino and its impact on South Africa. But the biggest message to come out of this conference so far is that even though rain has fallen, we saw, of course, yesterday, there were rainfalls across certain parts of Gauteng, in Pretoria and in Johannesburg, where there was also a bit of hailstorms and heavy thunderstorms. But they are saying that the public should not be fooled by that and think that now we are out of the drought situation. They are saying they expect the dry conditions to continue up until early next year. But with me here to give us a clear picture of the situation is Stephen Pakula from the South African Weather Services. He's a scientist there, and he's actually going to tell us about this El Nino that's currently covering South Africa as we speak. And if you can just tell us about the El Nino weather situation we're facing in the context of South Africa, what does this mean for us?
To start with, I'll start by defining what is El Nino. El Nino is the warming, or actual enormously warming of the sea surface temperatures in the East Equatorial Pacific Ocean, and that as a results in unusual weather patterns, including South Africa. And then usually when we have this kind of event, the El Nino, South Africa tend to receive below normal rainfall conditions, and sometimes can lead even to droughts.
All right. We understand that, as you were explaining inside here during the summit, that it's not the first time we've experienced El Nino, that in 1997 we also had a period of El Nino, but this one is the strongest.
You're definitely right. This one is the strongest El Nino we've experienced in the past 30 years or so, and then the second strongest one, that one occurred in 1997.
All right, so going forward, are these warm conditions going to persist? Should we brace ourselves for more heat waves?
I must say we shouldn't be celebrating that we received rainfall in the past few days, or this week rather, because in any way, even if we have a drought season, normally we will have this occasional rainfall that is occurring, but it cannot be enough to sustain, or rather for the user's specific needs.
All right. Well, that is a scientist from the South African Weather Services saying that even in times of drought, there will be occasional rainfall, but that rainfall is not enough, or is below the normal standards. So that saying that citizens should continue with efforts to save water and not be under the impression that now we are out of the drought situation.
From Pretoria.